All right, what's up, guys? It's your boy Easy here. Not gonna go into an intro. I literally spent like this is like my 20th time trying to make this video because I kept running into issues with the app crashing and stuff like that. I am gonna use those videos and towards the other video I'm making of why the Xbox full screen experience mode, whatever, is garbage. I'm gonna use those videos in that video. But today I'm going to literally show you guys how to use the Xbox experience mode, whatever, to basically turn it into a Steam Deck or use SteamOs, whatever you want to call it, and not use the Xbox big screen experience app, which is the Xbox app at all. So if you own, I'm sorry guys, Asus is actually contacting me right now. Oh, okay. I'm dead serious. Aces just contacted me just now, so let that be on record. But yeah, if you have a ROG Ally, ROG Ally X, the ROG Xbox Ally, the ROG Xbox Ally X, the MSI Claw, the MSI Claw 8, the Legion Go S, whatever, the Legion Go 2. I'm gonna show you basically how to put Steam on here and use that interface than using the Xbox app because it's trash. So let's just turn on my ROG Ally X. I love my Ally X. Just show you guys right here why I love my ROG Ally X. Now I did this on my original ROG Ally. Look at that. I actually cut this off on the grips because I want to shine through and just straight look sexy, bro. Look at that. And it goes all the way down to the buttons. So we just log it in real quick. Okay, refreshing apps. Like I said, I did this video probably about 20 times already. So it might freeze again. My buttons probably won't be acting up again. I'll probably act up again. Okay, it's working this time. So I have my thing set up to basically display as if it is ROG Ally on the ROG Xbox Ally X. So if I press this button here, it's supposed to open up the picture mode, but I can't because I'm already in it. This one does this. If I press and hold this right here, which is not working like it's supposed to, so let's change it over, make sure I'm in the right one. No, I got it on gamepad. Let's put it on desktop. Sorry about that. If I press it, opens up that. If I press and hold, opens that up straight up to like that. If I press and hold like this, there we go, like that. I got the shortcut set up. Also got the shortcut set up in the back. If I press and hold and press the button like that, it'll do the exact same thing. I might just do that in auto or in gamepad mode, whatever. I'll have it like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this right here. Actually, I don't have to do that. Let's just click on that one. I'm going to open up Steam real fast because basically what happens is if I was to play Silent Hill right now, it's going to open up Steam anyway, and I have to go through this and have to wait till the loading screen goes in. Then it'll play it. Then what happens is Steam is open in the background. Then the app is open in the background, and the game is open. So that's two tasks right there, and it really makes no sense to do any of that because the simple fact is that it's still using up resources. Even if you don't have the Windows perspective open, the app being open in the background by itself uses resources. That's why I never keep the app open when I'm playing games. I always have it inside the icon tray at the bottom, because once it's in the icon tray, it's minimized and it doesn't use no resources whatsoever. So, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put this in big picture mode right now to show you what you need to do. So you don't have to keep this setting up right now, and you're going to have this as in SteamOs. Okay, so once we go here, we're going to hit the Xbox button at the bottom. You want to do is go to settings. When you go to settings, just scroll all the way down till you get to interface. Then what you want to do is click on start Steam in big picture mode. Click on that right there. Now what we can do is we can play it right now, or we can reset it. The reason why I do the reset is just so I can show you guys like that straight off the back, but we don't have to. So what we want to do is we're going to back out. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close this app out. That's it. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about that Xbox app popping up ever again. And now we're good to go to use SteamOs the way how we want to. Just like if you had a Steam Deck ready to go, if you lock it off, turn it back on, unlock, guess what happens? It's still there. Bada bing, bada boom. Don't have to worry about that Xbox pesky app. You don't have to worry about loading everything else. You can just play your games directly like that. What I normally do is games that I have saved and from the Xbox app. What I do is I add it towards my Steam library. So it automatically launches right away because it doesn't have to really open up the Xbox app because it just plays it straight off the desktop like that. So bada bing, bada boom. Just click on this. Let's say if I want to play Silent Hill F, I'm going to hit play. I'm going to go towards the buttons. It's going to get the layout right there. Using the built-in controller. I can use my extra stuff. Got that set up. Bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? Come in the game. Just going to tap on the screen really fast. I'm just doing this so I can do this video really quick because I spent like 15 minutes trying to set this whole thing up before. People kept calling and the thing kept crashing and everything like that because the app is trash, which is the Xbox full screen experience. Okay. If you guys just ask me, yes, you can remove the buttons. I have it set up so I can remove the buttons. If you want these buttons, I have links in the description for EXtremeRates to get these buttons. This is certified by me. I did test this and I did let EXtremeRate know that it is available to use on the ROG Xbox Allies. This is the V3 of the thumb gear V3s. These are the V3s. I like the V2s a little bit better, but the V2s is a little bit kind of clunky on it because the way how the inside is. So you have to go with the V3s for this particular one. I do like the V2s a little bit better though. So as you can see right there, move around. And the reason why I can't walk for it is because it is, like I said, I got the shortcuts set up on here. So I just need to scroll down and go towards auto. Now I have this. As you can see right there. As you can see this. Got all my buttons set up. Like I said, this full screen experience do the exact same crap. As you can see right there, frame rates, 53 frames per second. If I put this in desktop mode right now, Windows mode, you're going to get the same frames at 53 frames per second and 1080p low settings. So it's better to just run this thing in 900p instead of running at 1080p. Even with the Xbox ROG Ally, you'll get about 60 frames per second compromised if you lower some of the settings down. If I was to plug this in right now, I will get the 100 watts that I need, and it will push it about 60 frames per second. But this is unplugged, so, and I got this on manual with the highest TPD whatever, set to the highest max on here. That's why you hear the fan blowing like crazy. If I be quiet, you'll be able to hear it. I got that set all the way up, pushing out as max power as I can. But yeah, that's it, guys. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, become part of the DYEZ gang, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. That's it, and I'm out. Deuces. One. Peace.